My live, I forgot to check how I'm live. Okay, I'm live. It says I'm live. It says I'm live. No, that's wrong. No, wrong. Lies. I just changed all this stuff to say it was Minecraft. What do you mean? Why are you saying that? I don't understand what I'm doing. At the time, why am I even here? Existential crisis nightmare. I hope that the Minecraft works, because last time the Minecraft was kind of being a pain in terms of the fact that it was being very rude to me and not letting the game run very well. It was kind of being a pain in the tushy. And no, that's not what I had to say. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Oh my goodness. Why does it still say? I thought I changed this Sonic. Why does it still say Sonic Adventure? I could have sworn that I changed that in the thing. I'm not playing Sonic Adventure. I don't want the world to think I'm a liar. 'Cause I'm not. I'm just a fool. Just a fool girl. A silly fool girl. Why does it still say Sonic Adventure? Why would it still say that? I swear if it still says that, I'm gonna lose my mind. Is it? I don't know why it didn't change. I changed it in the OBS, but apparently it didn't go through. And now I feel silly. Oh well. I don't know why I feel so silly. No one's even here yet. I get so busy being worked up over nothing half the time. Just freaking out in my corner all alone skis. That's my state of being. That's the kind of person I am. It's hard. Well, oh, do I also not have the freaking closed captioning on? I swear if I don't have that on, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, no, I think it's on. I think it's on. Everything's fine. I don't know what I'm worrying about. I don't know what I'm worrying about. I'm worrying about all the things all the time. I have no idea how. I don't know what I'm doing. I should just start. I should just start and get it over with because starting is the hardest part. Except for all the other parts, which are also the hardest part. I'm a disaster. I'm a disaster. least I got the closed captioning working. I'm actually really excited about that because I really felt bad at the start that I didn't have it set up because of the fact that where did my stream go? My stream screen my stream screen. Did I fuck it up? Did I fuck something up? Nope. Okay, it's back. We're good. We're good. We're safe. Everybody's fine. I was playing Streamy Dreamy. That's what I named it. Cause it's the streaming one. I know what I'm doing. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I don't always sound like one, but I am. I should tell the world that I'm streaming. I'm very bad at this self-promotional stuff. I really need to work on it. And it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still figuring it out. And it's like, you can't be figuring things out, Star. You need to be got your stuff together. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what anything is anymore. I'm going to pause real quick just so that I can post a thing on for the world. So that some people would know that I am streaming. Because I am streaming. And the world needs to know that. And all those things. Yes, yes, yes. Streaming, streaming, streaming. Vamping, saying words, making sounds. So I don't want there to be dead air, because that makes me feel bad. Makes me feel worse. I suppose I'm probably being very, very unnecessarily melodramatic. It's probably like, oh, it's fine, Star, just do whatever. It doesn't matter. It's like, no, it does matter. Everything, it all matters, and I feel bad if I don't, if I don't do enough things. If I don't do things right. If I don't say things, if I don't make sounds. Gosh, I felt like I was being funny lately. I felt like I was pretty good at being funny lately. And then all of a sudden, I forgot every single joke that I've made over the past week or so. Even though I tried to put some effort into storing it in the brain space for later, tuck it away, go, oh, that'd be funny, I should say that on stream. But now I'm like, what was I even talking about? Did I even say anything to anyone over the last week? I did. I talked to human beings. They laughed at my jokes. It was fun. But now I just don't know. It's just I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Is could I say some topical things? People like hearing about topical things. I keep wondering if I should maybe instead do a podcast again. I could probably do a podcast, but I would overthink it. I need to just be here in the now and doing the thing and not anything else, or else it's all gonna be a mess. I also have realized that it was perhaps a fool's decision to make my thing be Star. I don't know. Maybe it's not. It's hard to say. Sometimes I wonder if perhaps I am making terrible mistake always and all the time. That's kind of my default concern, because I'm just a very naysayer kind of person, quite frankly. Ah, I can hear people making noises and walking around. Ah! I'm trying so hard to figure things out, and I am doing poorly at it. I am a mess. A mess. Don't know what I'm doing. It's exhausting. How does anyone live on this bitch of an earth? How does anyone figure out what they're doing and know what they're doing and, not just make the biggest fool of themselves constantly? I hear that confidence helps. I don't know if I believe this. I wonder if they're lying to me. I always forget how URLs work and how things work and how doing things work. And I'm not good at self-promotion because I'm not good at telling people that I do things, because it's like, well, but shouldn't tell us, but like that's how I get people to actually watch it and to make it a thing and not just a dream in my mind's eye forever and ever, and not a real thing. But here I am doing silly nonsense and trying. Why does the is has my entire has this entire time my stream not be recording? Is things going badly? Are we recording good? Are we clipping a mess? What is the truth? What is a lie? What is an illusion? Everything's an illusion. In of our my eyes, mind, eyes. I'm just saying nonsense. It's weird. Perception is weird because like everything we experience is just made up. What it's just our brain. It's just us trying to understand what we're experiencing. But like we don't understand what we're experiencing, so like everything is none of it makes sense really exactly. But it doesn't make it not real. It just makes and it doesn't make our experience of it not real, because that's the only thing that is real to us. Why am I getting so existential? I always do this. I always do this. I get really I get really existential when my meds run out and it's late at night. That's what I do. I ramble about strange things like existentialism. And last night I was talking about with my friend, I was talking about the concept of nostalgia and the concept of like being nostalgic for something that you never experienced. Like sometimes I look at like 90s stuff and I look at the aesthetic and like I get a really strong vibe for the aesthetic and I find it interesting and compelling, and I feel this faint sort of deja vu, even though I was born in the 2000s. I have no memory of the 90s. I did not exist in the 90s. There was no star as is in any time before the 2000s. And I could barely remember those because I was still like 2001, I'm 1 years old. I'm literally a baby. I can't remember 2001. I can't remember any of that year because I was baby. Um but I do feel like I have a strong like vibe for like 90s ease and like uh sometimes even like 80s aesthetics. And it's very strange because it's not like I've actually experienced these things. It's not like those things actually exist in my life and in my world. I just have a vague nagging sense of I've seen this. I understand this. I know this. But I don't. The wild thing is that I don't, and I haven't, and I never, and I don't know why I think or feel like I do. And that's one of the weird things about experiencing uh nostalgia sometimes, is I feel like you can get nostalgic for not just like a misremembered past, because I feel like everyone talks about how like, oh, the good old days weren't so good after all. It's like, yeah, but like at least you were still a kid and could remember those times because you were a child at that time, and so like you were there and those things did happen, even if you've romanticized them retroactively. Yeah, it's still like what do you, it's still like something that happened in your life. It's still you're still part of it, even if you're misremembering and misconstruing it. But like I don't even know. It's not even a part of my lived experience to be romanticized because I don't have any direct kind of connection to it in that way. And yet still sometimes the aesthetic will give me this strong sense of it's very specifically it does kind of feel like nostalgia, but I don't know how to have nostalgia for something that was not of my time, despite the fact that oftentimes I don't necessarily feel that much nostalgia for some early 2000s stuff. I mean, for some stuff, I do totally. Some stuff I totally do. But some stuff I'm like not nostalgic for at all. Nostalgia's weird. It's a very strange emotion. It's very bittersweet. It's almost like grief. It's like a it's almost like a temporal grief or something. Grief of days gone by. I like the definition of the idea of the home that you can no longer return to because it no longer exists, or even it never did exist, and you're just misremembering it, which is like extra double bitter or sweet, mostly bitter, just a hint of sweet. Sweet because you're thinking of a good time or a nice thing, but bitter because that place you can no longer return to it, and double bitter because it never existed in the first place. Ooh, ooh, ghost sounds. I don't know. It's hauntology, baby! I love that word. I don't think I know how to use it properly or understand it properly, but I do kind of understand it, and I really find it fascinating. The concept of hauntings. Ooh, Gabula spooky. It's fascinating to me. I'm just talking, and I'm not even playing Minecraft because I keep talking instead of doing the thing that I said I was going to do because I don't want there to be dead air, but because I get distracted in my words, construing them into sentences, so that there is not dead air, I don't do the thing, and so I don't get on with the playing of the game. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm distracting myself. I'm distracting myself 7 different ways to Sunday, baby. And it's only Monday. It just be like that sometimes, huh? Just be like that sometimes. I think that today I'm mostly gonna do just sort of like a chill Minecrafting stream. But my goal is I'm excited for tomorrow because tomorrow I want to try and actually play. I want to try and dig up my old download. I think I saved it onto like a flash drive, but I have the like collector's edition, like a cool one of the cool good combo version of Fallout 1 and 2. I want to play like the original Fallout 1 and 2. Uh, Fallout 1 and 2. Fallout Boy? No, not Fallout Boy! The closed captioning doesn't understand me. Fallout 1 and 2. There. Those games. Those ones. Before the game got all first person, third person, whatever person shootery. Back when it was like a computer role playing game. That's my shit. I like me and my mom. My mom was like talking with my little bro about playing games and was playing like little puzzle games. And she was even talking. Uh, she was like, I don't like when it's timed. And he's like, that game isn't timed. And I'm like, no, Liam, little brother, or who pretend I didn't say the name. Uh, you must understand, Mother's not talking about like timed and like it being like a time trial or something. She means it being temporally synchronous or not. She's talking about whether or not the game is like real time or turn based. And my mother is like me. She likes its turn-based game. She likes a little puzzle game where the game doesn't like do things when she's not giving it inputs. It doesn't like run off doing things on its own like that. Like in Minecraft. If I just stand there, if I just stand there for a good long time, eventually the night comes, and if I don't sleep, then the zombies happen and the creepers and the skeletons and they kill me, and that's a live real time game. But then there's like games like turn-based RPGs where you input the thing and the game then responds after you input it, but like only a certain amount, only a set expected amount. And my ma is like me, where she gets very overwhelmed when the game is real time, and she prefers that asynchronous approach. She likes it turn based, baby. That's me. I also like it turn based. But sometimes I like it real time, but only if it's like mostly only if it's chill. Like Minecraft. Minecraft is such baby game. As long as you're not playing like super hard mode or something. As long as you're just you can play it in a very chill, casual way. And I like what it's and I can enjoy like a life sim that's real time if it's chill enough. Otherwise, I get overwhelmed and I lose my mind. I can kind of play platformers and maybe some more real-timey actiony games, but not too much. I get overwhelmed very easily. Also, though, I have tried to play bullet hell games. I can't explain to you why I would both prefer turn-based RPGs, but also sometimes do like to play bullet time games. I can't, and rhythm games, like high octane rhythm games. I can't explain to you that, but that's like the duality of my being. Although I think Chora likes the rhythm games more than me. I'm a lot, like, I get overwhelmed a lot. I like the bullet hell games though, but only because you can go into a bullet time with the bullet hell, and then like a Toho game. I should stream Toho. I'm really bad at Toho though, and I think that it would only be ever so much worse if I tried to do it on a stream, because I'd be distracted by streaming, and I still haven't played the game, and I still haven't even posted on a place that I meant to post where the thing is, but at least I put it on Instagram that I'm streaming, so maybe somebody will look at me. Somebody will look at me. Maybe somebody's watching. I try not to check the who's streaming aside from like chat actively, because I don't want to look at the numbers of people who are streaming me, because I don't want to feel bad. I don't know. I've been told that don't look at the numbers. Don't get hung up on the numbers. I do keep chat open though, and I do look for chat because I do want to interact with chat if chat is there, because I do. That's the whole point of it being live, baby, is for that streaming convo style. It's like I'm trying to be that friend that just when you hang out with your friends and they play a video game in the background and just make jokes with you while you are maybe doing some other thing, like watching a video, and you guys are just chilling at it at each other's house or something. Yeah, I'm trying to do that with you. Uh, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what you want. If you're anything like me, I guess, or most people, I think that's what most people want with why they like watching streams like this. These kind of streams I'm doing so far, which have been mostly just chitter chatter, blah blah blah, which is why I feel bad about the dead air, because it feels like an awkward silence, and I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing that. But I guess I probably should be giving myself a bit more of a break. I'm too mean on myself. I'm too mean on myself all the dang time. And it's just like, why am I so hard on myself? I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. But am I? That's always the thing, is that the perfectionist in me says, but how do you know that you're doing your best? Maybe you could be giving it a little bit more. Maybe you could be trying a little bit harder. Maybe You have it in you more than you think you do. Maybe you're underestimating yourself. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. If or not, I am making sense or being a real person or anything that I'm doing. Everything's a mess. I'm a mess. It's all a mess. And I just want to be able to live my life and not suffer. But suffering seems to be required, which is no good. No good for this little puppy. I'm too weak, I'm too baby! What was it? Okay, I think I'm ready to just play Minecraft now. And well, obviously not just play Minecraft. I have to keep talking because because like, what's the point of being here? Please, Minecraft. What can I do to the options to make the video not the worst? Simulation distance maybe a little less. Render distance a little less. What is max shadow distance even mean? How do I bring it down? Why is it? Maybe. What does VSync do? What will? Well, I'm gonna try and just apply it as is like this, but maybe we'll turn on VSync. VSync, it's very hard to say whether or not with VSync you're better off using it or not, because sometimes it can help, but sometimes it can't, and so, okay, render distance, I think that really helped get those chunks down, get those chunks real small, get them real bite-sized, more like little nuggets instead. Oh, that's right. One of the things I was thinking about mentioning was that recently, these thoughts are connected, I swear. Is it, I recently, like, my mom just bought, like, carrots, and normally we get, like, something like carrots in like one of those like variety of mixed frozen vegetables that you can eat, and when it's like that, they're usually baby carrots in there. But this time my mom just bought fresh, whole, complete carrots, and I was like, dang, those really just do look like the Bugs Bunny carrots, just don't they? Just straight up, like I could just chomp on them like Bugs Bunny. Go, what's up, Doc? And it has actually compelled me to eat the carrots more than I think it would have otherwise. I do think that my brain goes, I can be like Bugs Bunny. I want to be like Bugs Bunny and eat them carrots. They do make a very satisfying crunch when they're that big. Baby carrots, and it made me realize, God, baby carrots are just so lame. Why did we ever convince ourselves that we wanted baby carrots? Why did we ever like turn perfectly good carrots into these like crushed, like homogenized little nuggets? They're like chicken nuggets, but if chicken nuggets were carrot, and it's like, that's awful. Just like chicken nuggets, I'm not a chicken nugget person. I can enjoy like a chicken tender, like a breaded chicken tender, but not that homogenized chicken garbage. I don't want your homogenized chicken sludge. I don't want it. I don't like it. It makes my tummy bad. It feels wrong in my mouth and in my body. It's getting late. I have to sleep. I have to sleep. I have to sleep. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. I swear, I spend so much time in these games. I spend way too much time being just like a little too preemptively like, I have to sleep now! I must sleep now! But the game's like, no, it's not late enough. And it's like, but the monsters, they're gonna come! They're gonna get me! And I don't want that! I don't want the monsters to come and get me. Alright, so, one of the things I should do is I should do... What do I have on hand? Oh, I'm like set up for farming or something right now. I don't even have a... No, this is a pickaxe. This is a stone pickaxe. Kind of looks like a hoe. But it's a pickaxe. That one almost sounds like to me like he sounds like he's about to they sound like they're about to start going rada rada. You know, like the character from Chowder, Schnitzel. Schnitzel was cool. I liked that character. I liked Chowder. It was a bizarre show. My ma didn't understand it. She was like, I don't get that one. It's too much for me, man. She was never super into like cartoons. She didn't hate on cartoons, but she didn't the like more sort of like high concept absurdist stuff really just sort of like bounced right over her head. She was like, what is going on and why? I need to let's set things up. I should maybe okay, so I need to find the thing I always reach very quickly in this game is the realization that I need more iron than I have. I don't have iron, and I need it. Iron is very, very useful, and I need a bunch of it, and I would like some, and so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and find some. But I have trouble, for some reason, finding, like, getting enough of it. It's kind of like a pain in the butt for me. So we're gonna go and we're gonna try and find some, well, okay. We're gonna try and find some iron. This plant. I don't, so like normally I'm actually just gonna show people, for the record, show like my standard tactic of like video game logic-y, which is, okay, so see I got a bed on me, so in case I get down deep into the mines and I still need to sleep to make sure that there's not enough things. Do I have any dirt here? This is not optimum. I'll probably have to come up sooner rather than later, but you know, it's whatever. I'm going to go, and I'm going to... The thing I do is that I don't dig straight down, because digging straight down is dangerous. That's how the lava gets you. But I do, and, like, it always felt like a poor plan in terms of, I don't know, area usage to, like, dig in, like, a straight line forward, and down, like, dig, like, diagonally, like, down, forward one, down one, and or whatever. So instead, my strategy has always personally been the tight little stairwell. This is my tight little stairwell, and I do a tight little stairwell, and I just go down. I just start going down, and occasionally place torches. Of course, this is usually my strategy in terms of things. I don't know if it's the best way to mine. I actually played Dwarf Fortress, and I researched the best way to mine in Dwarf Fortress. So I do know how to optimally mine in Dwarf Fortress, which I haven't played in ages. I need to, like, re-download it and stuff, because it got overwhelming for me because there's too much. And it's perfect for me in that it is perfectly terrible. It is perfectly terrible. It is the best and worst game ever, because my little brain wants to do so many things all at once in so many directions, and there's so much going on there, and also, you can pull out the nervous system of a creature when you butcher it, and that's horrifying. I find that really disturbing. It bothered me when I noticed that as an item that was on the ground. I thought I had unleashed some assortment of eldritch horror upon my poor dwarves. It was just actually the nervous system of a butchered animal, though. It was weird. It was weird. I was not expecting it to happen. I forgot that the game just simulates, like, an entire nervous system and organs. And it's like, hey, Dwarf Fortress. Isn't that a little much? It is. That's what makes it so great, though. But it is kind of horrifying. Whoop, that's water. We've hit water, folks. Oh, I forgot. I can be checking the mini-map to see, like, cave stuff around. Do I want to go into that cave stuff? Is that a good idea? This looks like a lush cave, I think, maybe? But first, I'm in so much water. I forgot that the mini-map can show me things. I'm such a fool. I'm such an idiot. I also don't know what time it is. I don't know how to check what time it is without a clock. I know that, like, there's the button. I forget what button it is on PC. So I'm currently pressing several buttons that you can't see, because I don't know what I'm doing. No, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. No. No. I know that there's a button here. No, this is not it. There was a thing that shows you like a bunch of, it's like a debug menu sort of thing. And it can tell you the time there if you know how to read it. If you have eyes to see. But I don't. I don't have the gamer eyes to see the secrets of the time in the debug menu. It just, I can use it to like see. This is not the optimum point for this, but I think that like it's gonna be late soon. So that's why I have put space for the bed, and I think I am just going to go and I'm going to start digging. Dig out this way. I think I will reach tunnel soon. Must be careful. Otherwise, I think it's water though. There's water all over the place. What a conundrum. It's flooded down here. I don't need that. I don't need that on my situation. This is a horribly illogical way of doing things. I'm not doing anything in any way that makes sense. This room is cold, I've discovered. My mother has a fan in this room and it's cold. It turns out I need to bungle. I'm bungling everything. I bungle all the time. Bungle, bungle. Bungle, bungle. I don't know. I wish. I really need to get like a. I need to really like do one of those collabs. I need to like stream with a person. I need someone to bounce off of and to have ideas with, because, you know, it's really hard to just sort of vamp to yourself for while playing a video game. I mean, I guess I could like come up with a more structured way of talking about something, but at the same time that's kind of a pain in the butt too. No, I don't want to deal with skeleton right now. That sounds like a pain. Everything sounds like a pain, and I'm tired and I have depression. Leave me alone. Please do not bully me. Do not interact. Leave me alone. I've never done anything wrong in my life. There's no fucking... I'm not deep enough for iron. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I was planning here. I don't know what the purpose of this was. It surely has to be late enough to let me sleep. Let me rest. Let me rest. Let me rest. I long for rest. I long for a reprieve from this cold, dark, damp cave in this cold, dark, damp world. Oh, that makes... That made a really... sound. That sure made some audio. That made some audio and some ambiance. Why do I hear footsteps? Was that mine? I don't think it's mine. No, I think that one was... I think I made like one footstep and that's what it was picking up on because I stepped one step. I am a fool. Fine, fine. Don't let me rest. Cold, cruel world that does not understand me. I just want to sleep. There is the water. Can I... Where is... It's like 42... 40-ish is around where iron starts happening more, right? I think that's... Yo, what the fuck? I don't like eerie noise! That's a bad Foley. I don't like that. Why would you make that a sound? I think that's just like if you are coming across like a big expanse of like a cave system or something. That's what that means, if I remember correctly. But it is just called eerie sound, and I don't feel in the mood for eerie things. I don't feel in the mood to be bullied by eerie things. Which why I'm doing this? Is this andesite? Okay. I forgot what andesite looks like in this game. With this thing. It's broke. Broke. Rude to me. To me is rude. Have to make a little. Yes. Do I have the right? I have to check if I have the correct. Like, I think I might have had a mod on that lets me use these kind of rock. No, I can't use them in place of stone. I really should be. Somebody else mentioned that on like a stream I was in. I did like my first stream. I was like, yeah, it is dumb that's not how that works with the different types of stones that can spawn with like andesite and cobblestone and all that stuff. That really should just be able to use that in exchange for stone. It doesn't make any sense. Why not? They're pretty comparable, you'd think. At least in this game, they treat them like the same thing. What is cobblestone usually mostly made out of? What stones is it usually made of? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know everything about everything. I just know a lot of things. I just know too many things. But not about anything that's important, usually. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I'm sure that some of the knowledges of the things that I know happen to be important. I just can't think of them right now at this moment because I am busy streaming a stream. And my brain is kind of tunnel visioned. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like when there's skelly noises. And I don't like that there's cave noises. And I know that I'm going to breach a cave system very soon. But I don't know if I want to, actually. So maybe I'll just avoid it entirely instead, because I am a coward. Let's see, is there a way I can turn that I can avoid this? Can I turn? Is there another way? Is there a way I can avoid my fate? I think this is also maybe leading. I feel like there's cave all around me. I feel like there's cave and I cannot escape. The cave, it comes for me. It comes for me. Yes, the cave. What? I don't remember off the top of my head. Is it just this group? Diorite. Diorite looks weird in this. Just looks weird in this. To me. It made me freak out. I haven't used this mod, some of the mods that I'm using as much as I thought I had, and so I don't actually know some of the things about them that maybe I should. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is that? You start freaking out over nothing. Over some fucking diorite. Let me just... I wish copper was more useful. I feel like it should be like a proper sort of intermediary between iron and stone stuff. I feel like there's a lot of things that should be able to be used with it. Copper is a very useful material. I think it's kind of bullshit that I can't. Also, I just really like it as an idea. I think, oh, I could talk about the thing I learned about. So, I always knew that oxidization is, like, rust is oxidization. When things oxidize, when like stuff like metals come into contact with oxygen from the air over time, but you know, like, the air is not all oxygen. The air is mostly nitrogen, actually. But, anyways, the air is actually mostly nitrogen, but there's lots of oxygen. But there is oxygen in there, too. After all, how else will we be able to breathe if there wasn't oxygen? So, there's oxygen in there, and over time, the oxygen can like, chemically react with the irons and the metals and the things. And that's neat. That's really neat. The thing is that something about copper or makes it so that it does that thing where it oxidizes and creates the patina, that like that pretty turquoise color, that kind of like teal aqua turquoise kind of color that happens from it. But the thing is that like mostly it's only really copper that does that. Normally oxidization happens, and if it's here's the thing. Mostly if oxidization is happening, it'll just tarnish, which silver does. But which like you'll hear silver do. But also like metals in general, I'm pretty sure. Iron isn't actually about is only like part oxidization. You need a yeah, not iron. I meant to say rust. Rust is actually uh when it gets wet too. It has to be wet too. But weird thing is that rain can worsen tarnishing. But that's not because as wet makes tarnish happen. It's because the wet has the minerals that can that can make the tarnishing happen more. So the wet is delivering the tarnish. But if it's oxygen and water, then it is bringing the rust, which is different. Science is neat. I probably did an awful job explaining that. I'm so sorry to everyone listening. But that's, that's what I've chosen to. I could try and do a take 2 of that, but it's already been done. I can't undo it. That's what happens when you do it live, baby. Okay. Okay. I'm hurting a zombie, and I don't want to deal with it. I'm not that scared of zombies. Zombies are mostly small beans, small potatoes. I don't care. Mostly whatever. It's usually more skeletons that give me an issue. I don't like ranged enemies because it feels like they're bullying me because I am bad at stuff like ranged combat. Oh hey, look! I think that's what is it? How are you hitting me from behind that block? Rude! Stop that! Is that like a? No, I'm trying to hit you. Why can you hit me? Oh. I don't like that it can hit me. It's very annoying. It's being very rude to me right now. Maybe if I do this, and then... Oh, hey! Hello, friendo. I'm just playing Minecraft. I have encountered some assortment of dungeon, I think. Actually, I saw a dungeon spawner. So there's actually a lot of creatures here to me to attack. And I'm bad at combat, which is why I almost let a zombie attack me to death, because I was a fool and forgot how the range of attacks work. Because I am a fool. So far my iron hunting plans have very much not gone to spec. Been trying to hunt for iron in the downstairs, but I am bad at the downstairs. I always seem to have some of the worst luck. I can like never find iron. Iron always eludes me. Ah, zombies. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Bullies. Mr. Bully Man. Oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Just a whole bunch of meanies. Then again, I noticed there was like literally a dungeon spawner, I'm pretty sure, so I think that's what's happening. I think that they're infinitely spawning. I just hear more of them. Like, they're spawning. It's a good thing that I've not exposed that area to such an extent that they can come and get my butt, though. I could have sworn I heard a creeper hissing, though, earlier, too, but I don't know what happened with that guy. I think he might have exploded it, but not broken anything on my side of things. So there's that. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me just check if my streaming faculties are working. If I am properly... I've gotten all quiet. I should speak louder. uh... Goodness. I just wish the game would let me rest. I know no peace. So arbitrary. It feels like it'll get really dark and it feels really late and it feels like I should be able to sleep, but then it just doesn't. It's not late enough. Not bedtime yet. And I'm like, but I want to go to sleep. I'm tired. Let me take a nap. But no, there is no rest for Star. There is no peace. No peace for Star. I should probably... This has been a pretty shit mining operation. I need to do it somewhere else, I guess. I need to find some place that doesn't have an already sort of like... I need to like not engage with an already existing sort of like cave system, because those will have monsters in them and I'm not looking to fight. I just want to get some iron. I'm a simple girl of simple wants. I need iron. It's a basic material of this game, and yet for some reason I can never find enough of it. It always eludes me. Yeah, sometimes I have trouble finding coal, but usually I'm able to figure something out after a while, but like iron, it refuses me. It denies me at every turn. It denies me at every turn. Is there something in the water? Hello, water. Oh, I saw the legs of the chair. I saw the legs of the chair just then, and my brain thought it was something not supposed to be there. That was I mistook it for like an enemy or something potentially, and I thought I must have like made the light too low or something, and something spawned to get my ass. Because I'm very paranoid constantly, which is why I keep trying to sleep, because I don't want more monsters to spawn. Because I am scared of the night in the Minecraft. Is that... I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't make sense. I am trying to live my life, but I am a fool. Forever and ever. Now, how do I... This mining operation is very poor. Very, very poor. Very bad idea. Need to be better at setting up mining operation. I will put and I will put torch there for later. What do you want? When did it... Was it? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I feel like I don't know where anything is or where anything is anymore, and I'm a fool. Oh, you silly man, big silly creature! You've locked yourself in the cage. I can't help you. There's no escaping. There's no escape for you now, fool. You've doomed yourself. You've doomed yourself. It's like, what am I even doing? How am I gonna get iron? I don't know. I'm so bad at video game. At least it's hard to really, really, truly be bad at Minecraft. Like, I'm still You know, it's every bit counts towards the goal, the dream, the bigger picture. It's fine. We're working on it. Doesn't feel like it right now, though. I feel right now kind of like a fool. And decide door right. Too much fucking cobblestone, but I can always use cobblestone. I can always do things. I'm going to eventually smelt this. Just not right now. I have things I want to do. I have goals, priorities beyond this that I must pursue. I'm surprised that killing none of those zombos that I did down in that cave gave me any rotten flesh, but I don't particularly need rotten flesh either at least at the moment, so it's, who cares. I should go somewhere. I should do something. I should pursue my dreams and aspirations. What are those? I have forgotten. Oh! I didn't finish setting up. There's water in here, right? There's water in this. Oh, I don't think that there's water in this block. No, there was supposed to be water in this block. No, that's bad. That means no gardening yet. Problem for me. To me. Now what am I going to do? Maybe if I can find some extreme hills or whatever, I can get some iron. But I cannot see the render distance very well right now because of the fact that it makes the game chug-a-lug very badly and suffer very terribly. But well, I do have a horse. Of course I have a horse. What did I name you? What is your name? I only remember the name of my horse that died. This horse I named something else, didn't I? Did I not? Did I not christen die with a name? I'm not christened, because I'm not Christly. I'm not Christly enough to christen nothing. Why are pigs in Minecraft? I feel no need for pig in Minecraft. They're always like the creature I'm like least eager to do much farming or engaging with, because I don't really need him. I don't really need him, you know? Also, I've tried my darndest to deal with these turtles. I've never seen them be able to make a baby. I've been able to make them, you know, get all jonesing for it, get all excited, clipped the seagrass, giving it to them to eat, to get jonesing for it. I've not seen them create the eggs. It's very frustrating for me. I just need some more dirt for general landscaping purposes. It's always good to have some dirt on hand, just in case you need to, I don't know, literally do anything with it. Any sort of random emergency you could think of. Okay, that's some lava right there. That's a safety hazard you see there because of the burning. But it's pretty contained, so everything's fine actually. We're actually just fine. I was looking for more extreme hills, but I don't think that this is that. I think that this is very mild rolling hills, at most, if not really more so a field. There's like a... Oh, this is a natural little archway, isn't that neat? Hello, don't have monsters to me to kill me. This is just a little shallow cave express. What's going on? I think I could maybe do something with this. I could use some more coal. I'm a little bit... Horsey, please. Please, Horsey, can we not right now? Please? Just be calm and cool and chill just for a little bit. I think I named you, like... Cinder Step or something. I don't know. I probably named you Cinder something because I love when I see an animal that's got like gray fur, like a neutral medium gray, or like, and maybe like some darker gray or black speckling on my brain's like, Cinder! You're like cinders! And I love using the word cinder because I loved, as a child growing up, cinder pelts from warrior cats. I knew a cat that in real life was actually a very soft, sweet gray cat who, I don't know if anyone, I guess is technically spoilers for the first Warrior Cats book, which is ancient, and if you don't know this about Cinder or Pelt, I don't know what else to tell you, my man. But, like, she gets run over by a car, and she gets like a limp in her leg, a permanent limp as a result of that. It's like part of her story and stuff. And I actually knew in real life a gray cat that had gotten run over by a car and had a limping, a mild limp in her back leg. You couldn't even tell, but she just did limp a little with that leg. And she was the sweetest cat ever, and her name was Coco, and I would die for her. She was one of those gray cats that had a like a warm, like a diluted warm gray, warm biscuit beige sort of tummy, and she was so soft and sweet, and she would purr so loudly, and all she wanted was you to cuddle and pet her all the time. And it was the one time in my life I ever felt wanted by a cat. Aside from occasionally the tortoiseshell that lived in my neighborhood named Lucky. Lucky sometimes liked me, and every time Lucky liked me, I felt like I had been blessed by the gods themselves. But Coco, I could always rely on Coco. Coco loved everyone, and that included me, and I felt so honored to be in that, blessed... I did not mean to throw that egg. That makes me sad. I don't like throwing eggs. Stompy stomps. Big stompy stomp. Silly, silly, silly. Guardians. I must sleep. We must sleep. The night it approaches. We must sleep. We must sleep. We must sleep. We must sleep. I think the fan is still going. There's a remote or something for it, but I do not know how it works because I am not in the room I usually am in, and I do not know how to free myself of the cold. Oh wait, I think I see the remote thingy for it. I have no idea how it operates. This will be an experience for me. Oh, that does turn on the light though. Oh, the light. Okay, hopefully now the room will be less cold for my cold little self. I usually don't get very cold, but I guess right now, today is one of those days where I am susceptible to cold. Doesn't happen a lot. I don't get cold easily. I wonder how cold it is in this room that I am feeling cold at all. Cause like, I'm one of those people, I like to keep my room at 69 degrees Fahrenheit. I genuinely do prefer it at that temperature, 68 or 69. Usually I bump it up to 69 because it's funny. But I do genuinely prefer it at those specific temperatures, which is like 30 Fahrenheit, 30 Celsius or something, I think? I don't know. I don't know Celsius as good as I know Fahrenheit. I've tried learning it. I have a lot of stuff set up to tell me what the degrees are set Celsius-wise, because I prefer to understand things in, like, metric units and Celsius, and, well, I mean, Fahrenheit is just as good as Celsius. They're good in different ways for different things, I suppose. I think temperature is one of the few things where, like, the U.S. doing it, the weird way that the U.S. does it is, like, as valid as the way the rest of the world does it overall. Oh, I am very hungry. I have ADHD and I forget to eat. ADD. I'm talking in the game this time though. Normally I'm talking about in the real world. I forget to eat. But I had dinner before I did this. I did dinner and then I did this. And it was a good dinner. And I ate food and I had carrot. And just as an extra little treat. And maybe at some point I might take a break, and if I do that, I'm going to go and I'm going to have a little after dinner light dessert snack. My mom made this bread. My mom makes homemade bread a lot nowadays, and she recently she made some like very nice homemade bread with some cinnamon swirled in, and that's very nice. It's like, you know, it's not as like super duper like overwhelmingly sweet and sugary like a cinnamon roll is, but it is very sweet and it's very tasty and it's nice. My mom, she's very good at cooking. I am very bad at it. I have very little I forget, I don't get the signals that I get hungry as good as I should, and so then I have trouble planning to prep food before I get so hungry that I don't want to cook. I don't want to wait to cook food, so then I just don't, I end up eating things that don't require that many steps. And it's like executive dysfunction thing, I think. Because I am a silly, silly girl who just can't with that stuff most of the time. Yeah, I remembered how to do the wall jump. Ooh, it's a taiga. I like the taigas. I like the word taiga. Taiga is such a pretty word. I'm so weird. I usually don't play video games with music on. I think one of the things I'm going to experience a lot doing these streams is finally actually appreciating the music in a lot of the games that I might have played before, but I've never bothered to like listen to the score for fully. Even though I really like video game music, I think it's just because I tend to prefer things with lyrics in them overall, generally speaking. But like, and also I crave stimulation. My ADHD craves stimulation. So just having some like ambient music in the background while I'm doing a more simple video game like Minecraft is not enough. I need to listen to a podcast. So I listen to a podcast or something. And so I mute the game so I can listen to the podcast, but then I'm not listening to the pretty music in the game. And I think as I explore some of the games that I've played before, I'm going to just be like, oh, this song is really nice. This game has really nice music. Why don't I ever bother listening to it? Oh, right, because I need to listen to podcast again. I need to forever listen to podcast. Because my brain craves stimulation. Stimulation for funny brains. And I need to hyperfixate on listening to people talk about history and media and culture. I should really do a podcast. People say I should do a podcast because of the fact that I have very strong opinions about, like, things, and I could do video essays or podcasts or something about it. But it's a lot of times it's like I don't, I don't know. I wonder. I probably could make some good video essays if I tried. I don't know which ones I would want to do though. I have lots of vague ideas for them, but I don't know if they're enough for the whole video essay. I don't know. I'm very unsure about it. I think it sounds like a nice idea though. That's for certain. Oh, I wonder, is this like a mod? Is there like Seems to be a bunch of creatures here. Is there a bunch of fish? Or monsters? Or what? I think it's mostly fish. Yeah, it's mostly fish. I think it's really busted that you can't just make cooked fish out of tropical fish. I don't really understand what the point is with that. Like, it's a fish. Why can't I cook it to get cooked fish? Or I don't know. Why can't you just get like a generic cooked tropical fish item? Just seems rather odd to not let me do. I guess it's to disincentivize killing them because they're pretty and it's bad to kill the tropical fish. But like, I don't know. I think that it should give me something a little more to work with, you know? Is there another pit of lava? I feel like there's pits of lava in this world a lot, huh? Yup, it's another pit of lava. This one's right next to the gosh darn water, too. But the way it is, it'd probably be harder to make it, it's something to look into for later. Maybe I can get some obsidian out of it at a later date. That's the thing, is that part of my brain is like, plug up all the danger hazards that are the lava. And another part of my brain is like, no, preserve the lava, for it can give us obsidian for later. Who knows if I will remember that this lava patch is here. Oh, I should make a journal for myself. Because I had this thought ages ago. A week ago. So ages ago. I don't know. That one of the things I did once in these video games was that I started keeping a journal. I did it when I was playing specifically Bedrock because I wanted to start I wanted to start being more careful about keeping around my map, because you know the bonus that you get a free map in Bedrock, because I was playing it on Switch because I felt like playing it on Switch. I don't listen. I'm a weirdo. I can't explain to you my reasoning behind why I did the things that I've done. I can't account for my sins. I like Java version better, honestly, but you know. But there are some nice things that Bedrock has, which is why I got a mod that lets me do them in Java, so I can have the best of both worlds. That's the fun thing. Java has a bunch of mods that let me have everything I want and more. If I only can dare to dream it and seek it out, I might be able to have it. It's such a beautiful, wonderful world modding. But because I didn't want to lose the map, because when you die, that the real thing that, like, every time I die in Bedrock Edition, the only thing that I'm really ever sour about losing usually is the map, because then I don't have the map, and I don't have a new map until, at least not a new good, like, locator map, until I can set up a cartography table and a bunch of, and I make a compass so that can be a locator map too, and then I have to like upgrade it like a couple of times until it's back up to that same level, which is like, I think it's level 3 or something. Hello, fox. Oh, hello, you make your little squeaks and yips, you strange little creature. Foxes are weird. They look like they should be, they look like almost like the perfect middle ground between dogs and cats, but not really. It's funny how they're more dog than cat. Oh, is that... No, that was just a birch tree. My brain was like, is that a pale garden? Or whatever, a pale grove or garden or what, the pale fields? Pale forests? No, it's not. Of course not. I don't know what I'm talking about. Wait a second. Is that a village? That's not the village that I've been playing. I feel like, did I get that turned around? Did I just kind of loop back without realizing it? That might have happened. Stranger things have happened. No, I think this is the village that I was in. I think I've just looped back like a fool Like a strange little fool that I am. Without really thinking about it. Yeah. Well, that saves. I thought I was so lost. I walked myself right back home without even meaning to. So there's that. That's not bad. That's fine for me. I about wanted to start settle backing home anyway, so that's fine. Why am I in here? Why did I go in here? What is going on with my brain? Streaming is strange because it feels both like not work because it's playing video game, but because there are expectations you can put on it and considerations and whatnots, I'm able to get all up in my head about it and starting to feel like taking it seriously, and then it becomes tiring. And that doesn't like ruin the fun. It doesn't mean that like there's no fun anymore, but it does make it tiring. And then you get tired, and that's no good. That's no good. I knew I had already picked mushroom, but I couldn't see it. My brain denied me the chance. Why does the cat meow? I know that you don't need anything, because that's not the way you work in this game, you silly little kitty cat. I have the leaf litter for a reason. I have plans for leaf litter. I can't explain it to you, but I have aims and goals. I'm not doing things without purpose. At least not... I am doing some things with purpose. I'm mostly just a fool, though. Did somebody just push me? I feel like I just got pushed in my own home that I stole rightly mine. No. I know, Alabaster. You meow at me. You meow at me and I groan. I need food. I keep forgetting to eat. I carry food on me, but then I forget to eat, and it's rendered worthless. For I am a fool. A fool! A foolish fool who does foolish things. I need to also stream sometime, the Ace Attorney games. Those would be fun. People love watching those because it's a very fun series, and I can voice them, and I'm very good at doing a Francisca voice. I voiced it to myself while I played it, but I played it too recently, you see, and I would remember too many things, I think. I don't always have a good memory, but games like those, especially where, like, paying attention to things is part of solving the plot and stuff, it'll all start flooding back to me once I start playing it. Way too easily, I think, if I play it now. So I also want to do it when I have more people. There are some things that I'm like, oh, I want to, like, get enough people first. I want to, like, get a little bit of critical mass before I start doing that. Minecraft, I figured, was, like, extremely... as like an open-ended game that you can just sort of vibe with. I figured it would be very good for that, but also it's not a good. It's also, it's like, oh, I was really excited to do this stream, but I want to get an audience first. Oh, but you know, if I did do that stream, maybe I'd get more of an audience because that would be a fun and interesting stream idea. And you're kind of like a double bind, and it's like, when do you do things? When do you stream? There's things like time zones. It's all so complicated. And I tried to get and I realized that my gaming setup is probably not bulky enough to simulcast live on Twitch and YouTube. Even though I would like to do that at some point, but I don't know if I have the sort of like power in my game, my PC, because my PC is like 5 years old. So is my phone. I'm one of those people that'll just have, like, the same phone and the same laptop for, like, 5 years. 5 years is like a long time, but also like I was definitely not gonna get a new computer or a new laptop before that long. Are you kidding me? That just feels foolish. I wasn't sure if this was. Yes, I was here once before. Sometimes in this game, it's real interesting because a lot of times I'll just forget all the things that I did in the world and what I've discovered and what I've learned, and then I have to remember it, and it's like, oh, interesting. That's right, there were places. I did things. I haven't just been entirely wasting my time in the one area. I don't like to. I am a coward. I had a very interesting experience growing up because I was never scared of things that were traditionally scary. Well, okay, I was scared of a few things that were traditionally scary. I was afraid of when people did scary clowns and scary dolls. I thought that they were scary. I've never really been a doll. To be clear, I've never hated clowns, but I did find when people intentionally tried to do spooky, uncanny clown things, I found I found the uncanny valley to be very potent, and I was very scared of it. And dolls for the same reason. And I was more of like a like little action figure type, or like Littlest Pet Shop or stuffed animals kind of gal rather than like a doll type of gal growing up. Such because I was such a tomboy back then. So I wanted like I had like Sonic. I have Sonic toys. I had Sonic toys. I still have one of them. My brother just recently, we went through a bunch of his stuff, and I found my old Knuckles toy, and he was like, "You want Knuckles?" I'm like, "Oh, you give me my boy right now!" And so I have him back. And I had like I have a Batman the Animated Series toy and stuff like that because I was a real tomboy, for the most part. So, like, I didn't really have a bunch of doll stuff. So, dolls were kind of scary to me. And, of course, spiders can be very uncanny to me. I respect and love spiders, but they are very intimidating. The way that they move, they can just go so fast. And I can't go that fast. I can't handle it. It's too much for me. It's too much for me. But, like, growing up, like, if like, I don't know, it's just, I wasn't, like, scared of monsters in the dark, you know? Like, I was ready to fight the monsters in the dark. I've been good in a crisis. I have that sort of personality where, like, if shit hits the fan, I'm like, I'm there, I'm here, I understand. I've been prepping for this all my life. My entire life is constantly on, like, do or die mode. I'm very bad at day-to-day stuff. And I realized that I actually have terrible social anxiety, and it's because I am actually very afraid of things. I'm very, very afraid of things. And I'm actually very bad at facing my fears with those things. But because I didn't realize that I was so afraid of things, of, like, really sort of hefty, vague concepts, like, failure or, confrontation with, other people in complicated or nuanced ways. Like, if a bully was giving me shit as a kid, I've always been the kind of person that will not just sit down and take it. If anything, like, I had a partner that was like, Star, you can't fight every single, like, mildly homophobic person on this bus. There's too many of them, and it's just going to exhaust you. It's going to burn you out more so than anything else. Because they're not going to take you seriously. They're not going to care. They're just going to shrug you off and laugh at you, and it's going to exhaust and burn you out. And she was right. And she was like, you gotta pick your battles. And my gut reaction was like, I was like seething in the corner. I'm just like, I want to fight everyone. I want to fight every homophobe in the bus. All of them. I don't like... Oh, it's a rainbow. Oh, it's a rainbow. Oh, that's the button that does that. No. Don't. Yay! I took a screenshot of the rainbow before it faded. This is the thing I was talking about, the debug screen. The debug screen thingy that is even more busy than I remember it being in other ways. And it will tell you the time somewhere amongst all these words. This horrifying array of words. Oh hey, it'll say like the biome. PV high mid inland. I don't know what any of this means. I just know like I would just open up the debug screen and sometimes like stuff for like double checking coordinates. I think I usually had Could you turn on coordinates in Bedrock? If I could, I usually did have coordinates on because I just like having knowledge of what my coordinates are at any time. It just feels more convenient for me. Anyways, what was I saying? I was talking about fears. Yes. So I realized that I was very cowardly, actually. I just was oddly fearless about things that a lot of other people are not fearless about. But if I am actually scared of a thing, it turns out I struggle greatly with overcoming that crippling, like, fearful anxiety about it. And it's actually very bad and hard to deal with. So that's been a learning curve and reevaluating who I am as a person. And was very complicated and emotional. And this is just the clip notes of that. But anyways, I think it's just interesting to bring up because of like the idea of like people will tell you that like courage is not the absence of fear. It is the strength to persevere despite the presence of fear. And I didn't realize that I had such an absence of fear until I started recognizing, like, some of my social anxieties and stuff being a deeply fear-based thing. And I didn't really, like, conceptualize of it at first as that. I don't know, it's just weird. Complicated. Feelings are so funny. People are so complicated and funny sometimes, like that. And I'm like that, because I guess I'm a person, or whatever. You know, I'm like a living creature, and that's just like, living creatures are weird like that, I guess. I'm like a puppy dog. Woof woof! Woof woof. Puppy. What was I doing? I don't know what I plan on doing as a problem, because I need to find iron, but I don't know where I want to go to find it, and I don't know where's the best to go. I mean, I could cheat, because I do know that if I put this seed, the seed of this world, into like the seed finder on the website that I have bookmarked for seed finders on the Minecraft, it will just show me the whole map and I can just see the map far further than I can see it right now, and then I would know where the exact biome for the iron is, or I would know the point where I should start digging. But I feel like that kind of maybe takes some of the fun out of it. Unless me bumbling around like a foolish idiot isn't fun for others. But like, dumb streamer moments funny? Am I funny? This is the real question. Am I entertaining? I hope so. That's the whole point here, right? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's already been like so much time. Time just flies. My mother discovered recently, because like I mentioned, like she was talking with my brother about games, and like my brother was showing her all the free online games you can just play on the internet, like it just wherever. Like it's pretty easy to get a hold of like free, easy little puzzle games that she might like without even like just like not even like downloading, like just like in browser games. And she kept going like, oh my god, this day's flying by. And I'm like, yeah, mother, this is how the rest of the world's been experiencing things. Everyone go on computer loses all their days and lives to silly video game. And she's like, yeah, it sucks your time. She was kind of aware of like how video games were like that, but also at the same time she hadn't really experienced it herself. Like she played Candy Crush sometimes, but like she was never like that much into like even like the sort of baseline level mom games that you might hear. Like she was no, I've never heard her mention Farmville or that kind of thing. I don't know. Oh, and so like when she started playing these little word games, playing these little word puzzle games that my little brother showed her. She was like, wow, they can just really make the time just go by so fast. And you know, she's been trying to unwind a little bit more. I think she's been more high strung because she's a lot of things going on in our lives and stuff. It's just very funny to hear someone be like, oh, video games, they time really flies when you play a video game, huh? It's like, yeah, time really flies when you play a video game. That's kind of how they work, you know? It's like, well, yeah. What do you mean? Are you that surprised? Sorry, I had to help that. I didn't want this one to get trapped like this one. I could probably try and get this guy out, but that sounds like a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna say no to that. But I don't want more to befall his fate. More to fall to his fate, but more. You know what I mean, right? Right. Right. I wonder. I wonder what I can find out in the world. I think this is mostly a similar direction to where I went before on this stream. This might not be a good idea. I might have to turn around very soon. Rather than later. Yeah, this is where the taiga was that I was happy to see. And I'm still happy to see it, but I don't think it's the direction I need to be going in. So, for now, we will go in another direction. I just want to... I want my horse to jump properly in the green, not the blue, please. I would like to find a good place to procure for myself some iron, and I'm not sure how best to do that. I'm just very bad at getting a bunch of iron in Minecraft. It's always been my Achilles heel. It's always been like one of my first hurdles. So like you really should be doing stuff with iron, but to do that you must procure much iron. Yes, and I just don't. I fail to frequently do that. So it's like, well, what am I gonna do? If I don't have the iron, I'm kind of screwed, you know? So I really need it. I need that iron. That's sand. Why? It's a good thing this room's so cold. I think if it was otherwise, it would be probably a bad. Oh! I think I've been here to this before, but it's been a while. I forgot how crazy wild it looks. Looks very cool. Minecraft's cool sometimes. Sometimes you just stumble on something and it's really cool and you go, wow! Wow! And there's a monster's coming right at my ass. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Oh my god, I love that song. No one probably knows what I'm talking about. I wonder if will ever be somebody who listens to this video. I'm gonna make this VOD, and I'm gonna post it on my YouTubes, because that's what I do. And maybe one day somebody will listen to it, and maybe somebody will think to themselves, It'd be really funny if the No Thank You song that she was thinking of was K-on's No Thank You, but there's no way it'd be that one. And then, as I say, as they listen to this part, I assumed it was a she, because I'm like, that's a girl band, that I'm a girl, and so they must be a girl too, we're all girls here. Could be a guy, totally could be a guy, are you kidding me? But like, just like, I wonder if there's anyone out there in the world that would listen to this video and think of the song No Thank You from K-on, because that's not even like the most popular song from that girl band anime, which is like decades old now. Fuck! It's like decades old now! Which is weird to think about. But that's not even one of their most famous songs. Like, most people know like Fua Fua Time, or My Love is a Stapler, or Hungry Tea Time, or whatever. I think that's the name of the opening number. It's something Tea Time, and it starts with an H or something. I haven't watched that anime in years, and it's a decades old anime. My favorite song from that anime was always No Thank You, and it went, and I can actually, I haven't listened to it in years. I probably haven't listened to that song in particular in like a decade. But I can still hear the opening instrumental in the like melody in my head right this very moment. I could hum it right now. Nope, that was a false start. I can't hum right now. I can hear it perfectly in my mind's eye ear. Sometimes I can hear something perfectly in my mind's eye ear, my mind's ear, and I can't hear it perfectly in I can't make the sound right with my mouth, and there's just like, there refuses to be a connect. It's da na 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 na, something like that. That's kind of how it goes, and that was my favorite song from it, and it was a beautiful song. It was my favorite K-on song, and I used to sing along to it, and I tried to like. I kept oscillating between trying to sing it in Japanese and trying to properly match the English subtitle translation to the proper syllables of the original Japanese as good as I could. And like, you know, there's lots of people that do like Vocaloid, and even some like K-on and other bands sort of like covers. Like, no one ever covered No Thank You from K-on. No one ever covers No Thank You. And I always thought that was such a shame, because I really like that song. This has been the K-on talk for like the 5 people in the world who care. I mean, that show was really, really popular, but I can't imagine there's a lot of people that like. There's some people that I can bring this up to, and they'll be like, oh my god, I remembered that once upon a time I cared so much about this show. But like, I don't think there's anyone actively would have thought about it otherwise, if it wasn't for like me bringing it up first. And I can't blame them for that, because yeah, it's old. It's weird how old it is. There should be like a chest. Where's the chest? Can I not tell? Is it covered in like snow or something? Basically, all of these things come with a chest. I don't know where it would, why it isn't here. Is it like covered in snow? I do hope that Well, there can't be any hidden lava that would bring harm unto me, because it would melt the snow atop it. So the snow can't be hiding secret lava or secret fire things to hurt me, because that doesn't make any sense. It's too cold. I mean it's too hot, and so the cold it would melt. So clearly, surely I am safe. Clearly and surely I am safe. Is this dirt? No, it's netherrack. That's what netherrack looks like in this game. With this pack. I sometimes forget. Look how shiny and reflective the obsidian looks. Neat. I think... I like how it kind of has like a glassiness to it. With like the way it's playing with the light. I've seen sometimes obsidian that doesn't necessarily look as glassy, and the lighting on this just really looks so glossy and glassy to me, and it should, because obsidian is volcanic glass, you know? So, like, that makes sense. Makes sense that it would have, like, a glossy, glassy sheen to it. That's what obsidian looks like. Seriously, where is the chest, though? There should be, like, a chest. Right? What's going on? I chose to be a VTuber. Oh, there's the chest. I found you. Lodestone. Lodestone. I'm lousy with lodestones now. This makes 3 lodestones. That's so many. Well, I should probably just straight up wear those golden boots. No, not golden boots. They are just golden boots. This is some obsidian. Nice. It's a shame you can't. You can't make obsidian items. Yeah. I mean, an obsidian pickaxe just doesn't make sense. Obsidian, the point of obsidian is that it can be very sharp. Like an obsidian sword would make sense. An obsidian axe could maybe make sense. An obsidian axe makes sense. It wouldn't probably be the best use of obsidian. Sword would probably make the most sense, obviously. Or, like, obsidian arrows. But, like, an obsidian pickaxe, that's nothing. That's nothing. It's nothing. It's incredible how nothing that would be, actually. It's weird. We act like obsidian's like this... It's weird. Because of the nature of obsidian actually being able to be sharpened to such a fine point, it has, like, this sort of, like, idea of, like, being, like, this really powerful thing. Husky puppy! Oh, I don't have any bones. I can't befriend it. Oh, don't come back. I love you. Be my friend, dog. I want to be your friend. No, don't kill the... Yay! Oh, it's the fluffy. These are my girlfriend's favorite kind of cow. And I like them too. She's from Scotland, so that's why, I think. She likes those so much. And every time I look at them now, I think of her, because she mentioned that they're her favorite type of cow and she really likes them, and I think that's so cute. They're very cute cows. I could totally understand. What? I was over there doing something. Oh right, I was collecting the sugar cane that was growing all over this frozen lake. I really like frozen and cold areas because I like the cold, and I like cool color palettes. So, you know, like frozen areas, like even just like colder climes and climates tend to be very much up my alley. It's very much what I like to see. But I feel like most stuff wants to put like the best stuff in like tropical areas or deserts. Feels like everybody loves fire and loves like fire areas because you can have a bunch of fire themed stuff, and then you can make it dangerous because fire is dangerous. But coals can be dangerous too. Zombie? Zombie where? I think zombie must be below me. Well, you can blow me, zombie. That was a stupid joke. Nobody laughed. Nobody laughed. Don't even pity laugh me. That was terrible. And I feel bad about it. And I did it to myself. Oh no, my terrible... I've had throat issues. That's the reason that's half the reason I've been, like, gone so long, is because the allergies have been killing my throat. And today, they mostly have been okay, except now all of a sudden, because of course it is, I've been talking for, like, ages flat. My throat doesn't even hurt that much. It just all of a sudden got really scratchy sounding. Which isn't great. It's not great for the viewing experience. What's this Dance the Sugar Plums ass music? I don't know, there's just something about it that made me think of that. Listen. And when you're a band kid, you know of the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Because you probably had to play it at some point. Because I was a band kid in, like, middle school. But, like, my middle school band went harder than most high school bands. So, like, it might have been an orchestra band and it was middle school, but it went harder than a lot of marching band, like, college, like, high school. I'm not sure it goes as hard as college, but definitely, like, I moved to a different school after the first year of my, I moved, like, to a different state in a different high school in, like, the first year, after the first year of high school, and I went to and instead of, being in a school that had a bunch of kids that had gone to my middle school's very serious band, and was thus, like, very serious music players, I went to just sort of, like, a normal high school that had more sort of, like, that was more, like, invested and concerned with, like, the football team, or more like the lacrosse team and a volleyball, I think. Also, I think they might have even had, I think that they also might have even had a golf team. Don't quote me on that last one, though, because I'm not sure. I do know I played golf in sport class, PE, there, though, which was weird. Why am I playing golf? What the heck? And so I was finally in, like, a high school that had a more sort of, like, standard level of high school band, and I was like, oh, wow. And I had to, like, listen to some of the concerts, and I was just like, oh, wow, yeah, no, my band was very serious. Our band was, like, went weirdly hard for a middle school band. Also, like, what the hell is this? What is this? This is, what is this? Stone? Looks weird. What is this? What is this? Oh, I know what this is! This is a trail! This is a trail! This is terracotta! This must be terracotta because it's a trail! Or whatever. Things that has a bunch of gravel and stuff, and some of it is suspicious stand. And it's for the archaeology stuff. Oh, that's cool! Ah, that's weird. I normally associate this with... Yeah, see, this is more terracotta. It's terracotta. That's what it is. I was like, what the heck is... Why is it blue? Like, most things in Minecraft aren't blue. Naturally. Which is a shame. They should be. I would like it if they were blue. I like blue. And, what did I say? Oh, yeah. So I went to a... So, like, oh, this is a firefly bush. I've heard about those from the new update. Those are neat. Now, where did my horsey go? Horsey? Oh, there you are, I think. Yes, okay. For a horrifying second, I thought you might have not been my horsey, and you might have been an enemy. I am so glad that I did not let my fear overtake me and lead me to violence, or else I would have hit you, and that would have brought great pain upon me. And you, obviously, but also me, because I would hate myself for it. I would feel like a betrayer. A terrible betrayer! I don't know why I'm being so melodramatic. Well, no, it's because I thought it'd be funny, and I like being funny. I don't know if it's funny, though. I don't know if I'm ever funny. I'm getting all existential again. I should stop that. I'm not sure if it's gonna play well. I think it's hard. It's like, okay, so like, people like when people are raw and real and stuff. And I imagine that to some degree, like, my more deeper philosophical musings and other weirdness will be charming and interesting to people. But I feel like I have to build up like a base level of, I feel like I can't just go whole hog weirdo all of a sudden too fast, or else I need to like build up to it. You know, you can't just it's like you have to unlock certain levels of like the friendship deepening or the familiarity deepening parasocially before you reach the point that people are ready for that kind of thing, you know? Like, you know, it's, you gotta be careful. You can't go whole hog, full weirdo too fast. Otherwise, you overwhelm people. It's like, too much. One of my favorite bits is when a streamer or whatever does the thing where go underwater and they can't talk because they're underwater. Instead, they just sort of like because they're underwater. I like that. I like that bit. I'm gonna do that bit because it's funny. I'm not good at it yet though, but I'm working on it. Ow. Gotten a lot better at being calm while Minecrafting. I feel like normally I'm a lot more jumpy. I'm a lot more like, like just sort of throwing myself over a cliff in just stupidity. Which is good. It's good to be better at video game. Oh, okay. That wasn't... My brain misread that glowy and thought it was something different. It's fine. Everything's fine, actually. We're all fine here. Oh, that's iron. That's iron. Been needing this. It's a start. You know? We all gotta start somewhere. Even these 2 measly irons. They will be a start. I picked them up. Not both of them. I need both of them. I'm going to feel kind of sore and salty if I can't get both of the measly 2 irons I was able to mine just now. Where is the other one? Where is the other one? Where is it? Did I pick it up? Nope. I hear the sounds of people stirring in my house. Where did my horse go? Where did my other iron go? What is going on? What am I doing? There is the other iron! Ha ha ha! I have succeeded! My great path! My amazing new paradigm progress is happening. The world is enduring. I am alive. I don't know. I thought maybe if I talked it up a little bit and tried to be optimistic, it will help. I'm not sure if it's working. But maybe it's just not working because I haven't tried it long and hard enough because I'm easily defeated. But also then I can sometimes get really hyperfixated on the wrong thing and be really stubborn, and sometimes that doesn't work either. But my wishy-washiness is part of one of my greatest flaws. And so, I shall persevere and try to be more courageous. Haha! Is anyone buying this? I'm not buying this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know who I am at the time, and it's like, what's even going on? Where is my horse? Where is my horse? Of course my horse is not over here. how would it have been? So, over here. Oh, I think it's that yellow dot over there. Watch it be like, watch that yellow dot be like an enemy or something and it kill me. More iron for Star. Maybe that's the yellow dots were the irons we found along the way. No, it's definitely my horse. It's definitely my horse, which I need. Thank you very much. I'm going to pretend that your name has always been Cinderstep, because I think that's what it was. I can always check the VODs, but it feels pathetic to check the VODs for something that I did myself. I should remember it, because I named them. Oh, it's more cows, a bunch of cows! Oh! Oh, now the problem is that I could use the cows. It might be good to harvest the cows. But also, now that they look like my beautiful beloved girlfriend's favorite type of cow, I don't want to murder any of them ever or bring any harm to them ever. Ever, never, ever. So that is a problem for me a little bit. In fact, I am currently trying to hold off the urge of trying to attempt to relocate a bunch of them over to my village, even though that would take ages and to be a pain in the buttootie. So I'm not going to do that to myself, but gosh darn it, I really considered it for a second there, because I just thought it, you know, the things I do for love, as a wise dog once said. Maybe not wise. Definitely courageous though. A very courageous dog. A dog I aspire to be more like. I wish I could be as courageous as that dog. That beautiful, beautiful dog. But like, yeah, the things I do for love, because it makes me think of my girlfriends, and, you know how it is when you're in love. Because girl pretty. And I really like girl. I have really, really lovely girlfriends. Yeah, I love girlfriend. Girlfriend. There you are, horse. I thought that was you. I swear, every time my face, my eyes dare to deceive me or dare to perceive things, they misconstrue it very quickly, and it's like, no, that's not what that is. And it's like, what is it then? It's like, I don't know yet. I'm sure it's just a horse. I'm sure it's a friend. I'm sure it's not a creeper coming to kill me. I would hear it. The creeper makes noises. Ow! 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 No! 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 Don't hurt my horse! Oh, we're so far away from home. Where is home? I want to go home. I am tired. I should have started and I should have made the first thing I'm doing when I get home to the village is I'm going to make a little journal and I'm going to write the coordinates for home on it so I don't get lost this far out in the place without remembering where home base is, which is why. Ow! Terrible noise! Terrible bad noise time! No! No! Am I just becoming? I'm gonna have to listen back to the tape. If I feel like I sounded like, nah, I didn't. I really shouldn't bring up. The thing is that sometimes I really like listening. I feel like half the time I feel like I'm wanting to just talk about like things I like, and because I did research for VTubing, I watched a bunch of VTubers, and so now I have in my head stuff about VTubers, and I feel like I don't know if it's appropriate to talk about them. I'm not sure how appropriate it is to talk about other VTubers. I wouldn't be saying anything mean, obviously. I would pretty much be very much talking about the ones I found interesting in like some assortment of like interesting in like maybe like a creator set, like a fellow creator entertainer sense. But more like, oh, it's interesting how they seem to have this style of doing things and stuff like that. It would definitely be like more positive-ish, or at the very least not negative. Mostly positive, but at the very least like not negative. So it's not like I'm thinking of I'm struggling with like part of me wants to badmouth all the VTubers because I don't really. I can be very opinionated and I can actually be very judgmental and rude, but when somebody's putting their whole ass out on the internet like a VTuber or a streamer has to, I just have to be like, you know, I respect that. No, no, I don't want to die. That is some iron over there, and I would like that. I don't want to fall in a pit too far, though that'd be bad. I want to go home. I want to go home. I'm tired. I'm tired and I want to sleep. I want to go home. I can't end the stream out in the middle of nowhere. That's a bad idea. I'll never return. I'll be lost forever. I feel it in my bones. I'll get lost, and I'll never return home. And then I'll never see my beloved Alabaster. My Alabaster, my kitty cat. That I love. And I must return to them, my beloved Alabaster. I must return to them. I must return to them. I must. We're family. I love them. No, don't make sad dog noises. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to listen back to the tapes. I hope I don't start sounding randomly like... Sometimes, I swear to God, I swear to fuck, I'm not joking. I haven't even been watching her that much lately, but for some reason, sometimes, during the last couple of minutes of this stream or something, I've had a couple points where I've been like, do I sound like Gigi Murin? And I'm like, no! I can't just be her! I have to do my own thing. I have to be my own person. I have to find my own way! It's just I accidentally thought I sounded like I was doing an impression of her or something, even though I wasn't. Entirely not. I mean, I guess I'm doing a cutesy voice. But honestly, I just want to do a cutesy voice more normally. But, sometimes I get a little awkward about wanting to do my cutesier voice in front of other people, because I think they will, I don't know, that it will just complicate things in a way I don't want to deal with. That I just don't want to deal with the complications of it. So I try not to, I don't play it up as much as I might have otherwise want to. Or, I don't know, let loose? Play it up implies that, like, I'm intentionally trying to make it more of a thing than it is. It's more like let loose and just be cutesy-wootsy because I want to be. Sometimes it just tickles me to be a little cutesy-wootsy and have fun. But then sometimes I wonder if that's okay. I don't know. I feel like sometimes people get edgy about that thing. And my first partner sometimes would talk in a very cutesy way. And I always thought it was really cute when they did it. And I liked it. But I was also very conscious of the fact that I felt like some people were kind of judgy about them being cutesy-wootsy. And so I wasn't sure if I could commit to the bit, if I could pull it off. I think I've spent far too much of my life watching other people do things and being too quick to dismiss ideas and learning very sort of pessimistic lessons in particular from them. And I could stand to say, oh, it might not have worked for them, but maybe it could work for me. Or maybe I'm miscalculating how much this was an issue for them. But then at the same time, a lot of my life feels like expecting that I should be able to do a thing. Or thinking I should be able to do the thing and then struggling with it. So it's always so complicated. Life's so complicated. I just want to be a silly little puppy, a simple silly little puppy. I don't care if it's cringe. I just want to be a cute little puppy girl. I've recently noticed the uptick in puppy girls. I saw someone like point out like I think that there's been like a lot of trans people, and there used to be a lot of dog boys and cat girls, and now there's a lot of dog girls and cat boys, and it's like, I don't happen to be one of the. I don't happen to have been a dog boy ever. I've always been dog girl, but it's just, I don't know, I liked that. Somebody made that joke and I thought it was funny. I'm just stealing their joke, because I'm a terrible joke stealer. I'm sorry, world. I don't remember who said it. It was a fucking, like, Tumblr. It was like a picture on Pinterest of Tumblr posts. And I go on Pinterest because they have a lot of good references for art stuff. Because I mostly like to look at references for art stuff and save them for later, and then never draw. And then never draw because I'm experiencing years-long burnout. Because my life is honestly like that's one of the things that like this VTuber model has mostly been my own creation. I used like a template for some for like the elements of this shirt was like a template, but let me tell you, I had to do a lot of work to make it fit on this fat body model. I made it my own. I also like totally changed the coloring and added a bunch of other details. So like I used it as a reference point, but I did a lot of difference. I am very far from home, and the bears, they will come and get me. I don't get why the bears will come and get me. They're so aggro. It's like, why do you need to be so aggro? I'm not coming for your children. I'm not coming to hurt you. Also, why is it only polar bears? Why is there no... Well, there's also panda bears, but panda bears aren't even bears in the same way that the rest of bears are bears, you know? So, like, that's a different thing entirely. But, like, why not grizzly bears or black bears? Why is it only polar bears? I need to sleep, or else I will die. Ice Bucket Challenge. God, that's so old. A reference to a bygone era. God, it's so late. It's getting so late. It's not actually very late. It's just I've been streaming for a while is more what I mean. I've been streaming for like 3 hours straight. I need to stop streaming for like hours straight. I need to start taking breaks. Breaks are healthy and a thing that normal streamers do, and I should also incorporate into my streaming practices, but I have yet to do that yet because I have I tend to be, oh my goodness, I found a village. You know what? This is a stopping point. Being trapped out in the middle of nowhere was not a stopping point. Here, this is a stopping point. A taiga village? With like some cool ice spires and igloo stuff and all that. I love the taiga villages. They're like my... Well, this isn't even a taiga village. This is like a snowy icy village, which is even cooler. I never get to see these guys because I try to set up base closer to warmer climes, just because there's a lot of there's not as much cool stuff in frickin' ice areas, sadly. There's a bunch of stuff that tends to spawn more frequently in either like temperate or like tropical or like desert or mesa biomes, and so I end up setting up shop there. Come on, there's gotta be some sort of like, there's usually at least like one fenced in area per village, right? Like, Is that different for these villages? Do they just not have anything like that? I don't know what mods or what things make the like poppies glow red, but it's kind of neat and kind of spooky. Like, why are they glowing? Why are the flowers glowing? What sort of weird bioluminescent nonsense is happening here? Okay, I need to find a place to set up shop with my horse. I need to put my horse somewhere so I don't lose it. Otherwise, I'll be sad. I need to find a place to put my horse. I need to put my horse somewhere. Getting southern about it, because I'm talking about horses. My grandparents have horses, and I got to ride them down in South Florida growing up a lot. So whenever I think of horses, I think of South Florida. I think of the ranch down south in Florida. I've not been to Florida in ages. I'm about due to see those relatives sometime soon anyways. That'll be interesting. It's so awkward talking to relatives. Even if you don't dislike the relatives. I know that there's at least one relative I'll see during that family reunion that, like, we'll just be able to talk about stuff and it'll be cool and fine. And most of them, like, I won't be trying to, like, dodge disaster from disaster. It won't be miserable or nothing, because I don't... My relatives, it's not like that. But it can't just be awkward, because, like, you're supposed to be familiar with each other, but a lot of times you aren't. You don't spend a lot of time together, necessarily. And they always seem to... I'm bad at keeping up with people. I'm bad at keeping track of things, but, like, my family members, my parents, and stuff, they'll bring me up in conversation to my relatives, and that makes sense. It's fine. It's not a problem. But it is then weird, because then they'll know stuff about me. Stuff that I didn't tell them, and they just know it, because, you know, it came up in conversation with my parents talking about how stuff's been in their life in general, because I'm around in their life, and they talk to those relatives. But I didn't talk to them, and I didn't tell them about it, and so it's weird that they just know it. It feels like it's out of nowhere. It feels kind of out of nowhere, even when it totally is not out of nowhere. It has a very logical, understandable explanation. It just has a weird vibe, because I'm just like, there's still, like, a level of, like, I feel like you feel like a stranger to me in a lot of ways, but you treat me like, not like that. And again, it's understandable why they do that. It's understandable why they act like that. It's just weird. It's a weird vibe, you know? It's not like a problem. I don't hate family reunions or more distant relatives that I might not be as close to or whatever. It's not like, this is not some, like, bashing. I'm very fortunate in that, like, a lot of my relatives aren't, like, the worst about a lot of stuff as they could be. They're not always the best, but compared to how they could be, oh, Boise. Compared to how they are, they could be, they are a saint. Can I just... I think I accidentally pushed myself down in a very weird way, so I was able to do something that I shouldn't have been able to do. I don't even think crouching I should have been able to go that one block under, but I did, because I'm magic, I guess? Anyways, that's good enough. We'll have the horse there. That way, they shan't escape mine grasp. They shan't escape me. You will stay right there, Cinderstep. And we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up is what we'll do, and then I'll actually remember to upload this and the last stream that I forgot to. I'll put them both on the YouTubes, and maybe people will watch them. I also should do clips, huh? Should do more clips of all the funny things I said and did in the stream, because I did funny things in the stream, surely, yes? Clippable, memorable moments, yes? Yes? I'm talking to myself, I'm talking myself up, because I am a baby. I love that this mod makes the little guy, the villagers into little creatures. They look like little creatures. Little animals. Little friends. Love this outfit that they're wearing. Got them good fashions. They all still sound like Squidwards though. Every time I go into like a village in Minecraft, I can't help but think of that one episode of SpongeBob where Squidward went to the weirdly perfect suburban nightmare of all Squidwards. Everyone was a Squidward. Not just a squid person, they were all Squidwards. They all had their reclining bicycles. They all played their clarinets. They were all snooty patooties. They were of varying genders though. It was very strange. Not that they were of varying genders, just the village of all Squidwards, the Oops All Squidwards village as a concept is very strange. And also it was very sad, the idea that after a while he got sick and tired of the village of all Squidwards, because it meant that he was sick and tired of himself. And it's like, I know the message is that like, oh, actually having different types of people in your life than just you is good, but I think that there's also like an underlying message there that's kind of sad, potentially, of Squidward doesn't like himself enough to be with himself for that long. And that makes me sad. I've always felt bad for Squidward. Because I'm a naturally very pessimistic person. And God, if that isn't a Squidward trait. Remember that time that SpongeBob said Squidward said go and do a strike? He was right. We should unionize like Squidward. Follow in Squidward's great teachings and unionize, please. If you can unionize, that would be really great. I don't know. This has gone some places. This is an ending of a stream enough. Yeah, sure. We can call it that. That's fine. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm thinking. I'm trying to get. I feel like I'm waiting for something, for a moment of like. Something that makes this a good ending point. I'm waiting for an ending point, and I just don't know how to make it happen or what it is. I think it's one of those I know it when I see it kind of things. You know? Maybe I'll just watch the sky a little. Yeah. I think this is a note to end on. Just quiet and contemplative. Enjoying the stars. I really do love the night sky. There's just something magical about it, you know? Well, that's all, folks.